So I went onto my YouTube channel a few minutes ago and discovered that a speech I made at Speaker's Corner on Sunday, which I broadcast live, the specific speech that I made, all the material of which is composed of evidence that I have gathered from peer-reviewed journals on the pandemic, all of which is thoroughly researched. I have a PhD, experience, and yet YouTube has deemed it against community standards. Well, does that mean that Speaker's Corner is forbidden on YouTube? In other words, people can't say what they think. And does it mean that peer-reviewed analysis, which disagrees with the mainstream narrative, and in this case it concerns the vaccination based on the PCR test, that is forbidden? And this is where we've got to. It is Stalinism. And I used to live in East Germany. I have a Stasi file from the period. I was observed by the East German secret police. I know what censorship is. This is exactly the same censorship as we are supposedly free from, in the West. China is censorship. East Germany is censorship. And yet when you broadcast material based on, I'm not even arguing that it should be peer reviewed, but the stuff I broadcast is based entirely on peer reviewed material. And yet they've deemed it forbidden, banned. You cannot hear it. You cannot say it. You cannot speak it. So this is where we're at, I'm increasingly of the view that we are entering an ideological totalitarian, or not quite totalitarianism, but in the sense of the weight of material that can go out for propaganda from the establishment, and the counter material and the way that's segregated, isolated, and closed off. It is totalitarianism. It is the same as East Germany. In East Germany, don't forget, although they had their own party apparatus, they had their own propaganda, they had their own television, they had nothing the East Germans could do to stop it. Everybody in East Germany could watch West German television. Everybody in East Germany could listen to West German radio and all sorts of radio. There was radio in British sector, radio in French sector, radio in American sector, Voice of America, all the West German television channels, all the West German radio stations. And so there was freer access to information in East Germany than we are allowed today in Britain. And that's the truth.